Hello and welcome back to another accordion video. And what have we got here? Well, what I have got here is a little Royal Standard 32 bass. It's got 2 voice in the treble side, so MM, and it's a German brand. It's not an expensive brand, it's quite a budgety make, but they can still sound nice when they're working. Now this one has got a few issues which we need to sort out. Well, I need to sort out, but you can come along for the ride. So let's have a quick look. On the bass side, there's a button there which is half depressed. There's one that's fully depressed, and there's one there that's completely underneath. So those need looking at. So I'm guessing when I test out the accordion, those notes are probably going to be playing as I'm testing it out. The bottom of the bellows, where the bellows is attached to the frame, that's lost its bellows tape and the bellows corners, so I'm going to have to sort them out. And yeah, the same on the back. The bottom part has lost the bellows tape. But the first thing is just to pop it on and see what's going on. Now I know there's going to be a few problems because the seller has also included a little pot with a couple of reeds in it, so I guess they must have come out at some point, so that's good to have them. So this is the exciting bit. I haven't tried this yet, so let's just turn it around a little bit. There we go. And let's see what delights we have with this little Royal Standard 32 bass. And see, oh god, I'm getting it on. Oh my god, that's a bit tight. Okay, so the first thing, the compression isn't terrible, so it's not like falling away. It could be better, but it's not terrible, so that's a good thing. Let's have a listen to the treble side. There's something on wrong there. Oh my god. So somebody, oh my god, somebody has tried putting some reeds back in the wrong place. This is weird. So as I'm pulling the bellows now, one of the bass notes decided to play. Right, I think it's time to get inside this and have a little look and see what can be done. So there's a few things. This is strange, so I think some reeds have come out and then we put in the wrong place, I think. And then on this side we've got some key buttons that are just fully depressed, and now we've got a note playing the whole time. So I think what I'm going to do now is put it on the bench. Oh my god! Put it on the bench. Oh my god! Shush! Shush! Put it on the bench, and I'm going to start taking it apart. So I'm just going to change the camera angle so you can see it being taken apart a bit easier. Okay, so what I want to do first of all is have a look inside, and I think I'll start with looking at the bass problems because that's the most serious, I think. So I'm going to get my my battery charger. I'm going to get my special little block so I can put my pins in. Just a tiny bit. There you go. So let's get the pins out and then we'll go from there. So simple job, just going to get my pins, pliers, make sure I put them in the right place. So it's only got 2 pins on each side rather than 4 because it's a smaller accordion. Apart from the things I've mentioned, it still looks pretty nice. It's got this nice red colour and all the kind of badges are still there. So it's all right. It's just, yeah, it's just what it is. Right, so here we go. Turn this round. So I'm going to take all the pins out because I'm going to take it all apart anyway. So let's put these here. So I've not been inside yet, so I've no idea what it's going to look like. There. Right, so put the pins to one side. So. Right, so let's see if we can get this apart. Okay, this is the base side, and that doesn't look at all bad. That's all the reeds are there, all the valves look flat. That doesn't look at all bad. It doesn't look damp, doesn't look knackered, so that's good. Let's have a look at this treble side. This is going to be a bit different, I presume. Oh. One. So there's 2 reeds in the little pot. I can only see 1 reed that's missing. That's interesting. Okay, again, it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look damp or mouldy. It just looks like it needs sorting out, and obviously some of these reeds are in the wrong places. Okay, that's okay. I might just put that down just for a sec so that I can concentrate on the base side just for a mo. So I'll put the fellows need a bit of work. Put that down as well. Right, so the next thing is to have a look at what's going on with these buttons. Now, to get to the buttons, what I need is to get into here. Before I do that, I'm just going to take these reed blocks out because they are in the way. Just going to loosen off these little nuts. They've got paint on them just to stop them from coming undone, which is quite a good thing. Oh, hi. Well, actually what I can see for this one is this reed block isn't coming out because this is one of the ones which are actually part of the bellow of the base side. They're kind of, the wooden reed block is actually glued in, so that's not going to come out. But I'll take the other one out anyway, just so it's less to be in the way. So and this one's got paint on it to stop it from coming undone, which is a good thing until you want to get it undone. So, there we go. And before I take this reed block out, I'm just going to mark with the pencil which way around it goes, because it looks quite symmetrical. So I'm just going to put a little mark just so that I can orientate that back without any problems. So take that reed block off, that's okay. Right, now the next step, actually I can see that there's two of the feet, the base feet have gone as well, so they'll have to be replaced. So I'm just, oh flipping it, this is a little bit of a mess. I just need to do this. So I'm going to undo the base strap. Feel that coming out. On. There we go. So that's good. And now the next step is to get this off. So there's little screws. So I'll just get the little screwdriver. Undo the little screws. One. And some of the screws are missing as well. So it looks like there's only 2 screws left. So let's have a good look. Put these down a minute. So I need to find some more screws. Right, this is where we can have a good look inside. Hopefully. Hehe. Alrighty. Oh my goodness me. Right. So now is the chance to have a look inside the mechanism. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to change the camera angle again, so I can just get an idea of showing you what has happened. So give me a tick. Okay, I think I found the issue. I think it's quite simple, which I'm just going to have a go at doing. So I'm going to have to push a couple of the buttons back into their holes, but that's quite easy. I'm just going to get those in back into their holes. But the problem is down here we've got these sprung bars, and if I can just, if I hold it up, I might be able to show it a bit better. Right, so we've got there's some sprung bars here, and what they do is they put tension, spring tension on the rods, but the bottom of the rods have got like an L-shape bit, and the bottom of the rods have got to sit on top of the sprung bars. Now what's happening is that most of them are, but a few are not, and so then that's causing the buttons to fall and not go back up again. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to carefully bend the sprung metal bars in here, so they're now so they're underneath these rods, to make sure that they're all getting pushed back up again. So that's what I'm going to do, and so I'll show you when I've finished bending the rods. So give me 2. Okay, success. So if I just bring this around like this, I zoom in, the magic of televisual zooming. So by bending the sprung bars so that they were lifting up the rods, I've now got all the buttons working. Now some of the buttons are slightly uneven in height, but I can sort that out later by just doing a little bit of finessing. But now all the buttons are in place. And they're all doing what they should be doing. So that's a success. So that's the first little bit done. So I'm happy with that. Whew. Now then, the next step is I'm going to have a look at the treble side and see if I can work out what's going on with all those weird notes. So just give me a second while I just move things. Okay, so the treble side was playing silly games. Now I've got the 2 reed blocks out, and the only thing I can see really that's causing a problem is the fact that there's a reed missing here. Now if I ping the reed, if I just get a little blade actually, make it easier to do it. There we go. if I ping them and listen to them, what I'm trying to do is find out if any of the reeds have been put in the wrong place. But if I show you, hopefully I can show you this. I tested it, I don't think there are. So it should go down in pitch. Okay, so that's alright. Let's try this side. Obviously we've got one reed missing. So there was just one missing, but they're all in the right order. So let's have a look at the other one. So that's okay, it's just a little bit of a mystery. So that's alright as well. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just so I can test it with the reed in. I found the reed that it is that was missing, and luckily the seller had popped it in. So I'm just going to pop it into its gap. I'm not going to glue it in or anything, but I'm just going to put it in so it's just there. And I'm going to put these reed locks back in, and hopefully maybe it was just that one reed out, which was then when you try to play that note, the air was going through that gap and then playing another note. That might have been it. So what I'm going to do now is just pop it all back together. So put the treble side reed blocks in, put the bass side reed block in, put it all back together again, and just see if I've made some improvements to the key faults, which was that the treble side, the notes weren't playing in the right order, and the bass side, some buttons were completely stuck and open. So let's put it all back together and just test it, and that will tell me how well things are going. So give me 2 ticks and I'm just going to reassemble everything on here. Okay, oh, can't see me. That's better. Okay, so on the bass side, so that's good, that's working. All the buttons are in the right place and they're all up, if you like. And then the treble side's fine now as well. I've got a little bit of a ghost note on the bass, but I can sort that out. But might even be able to play a tune. So that's a success. So now I know that the main faults that were here have been sorted. So the weird note order was simply because one of the reeds was out, and so the air coming through that chamber was then activating other reeds. So that's now sorted. All of the bass buttons are working properly. There's a little bit of a ghost. It's gone now, so I might just have to do a tiny bit more working on the seal of them, some of the palettes, but the main problem, which was that the bass buttons, some of them were just not there or half depressed. That's okay. So I'm happy. So next thing is to give this little Royal Standard 32 bass a proper overhaul. So I'm going to take all the reeds out, take the palettes off. I'm going to give it a full works, because even though it's not the most expensive accordion. It's a nice little thing, 32 bass, and someone could really enjoy playing this and getting some lovely tunes out of it. So I think it's worth it, and it's good fun. So in the next video I'm just going to start stripping it down completely, getting all the reeds out, getting them cleaned up, and let's give this little accordion some tender loving care that it deserves. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope that was all interesting.